Hello, everyone. Good morning. And without spending time a lot, I'm directly jumping on the subject. So, Omkar, can you please tell us something about what is your perspective, what is your outlook um, from perspective of past, present, and the future workplace model, and what is your preference for the future workplace model?
Sure. I think if we talk about past, right, which was let's say pre-COVID era, the organizations were kind of working in a physical presence or an offline mode. Uh, 2.5 years back, I think COVID pushed the digital transformation, accelerated digital transformation, right? Wherein in a short period of time, everyone was pushed to work remotely. And today, 2.5 years after COVID, when things are back on pre-COVID stage, organizations have opened up. Having said that, remote working or hybrid culture is here to stay, and for that matter, tech-enabled or tech-enabled organizations or employees in that zone prefer working remotely or for that matter remote, right? So from a future perspective, if you really ask me, I think things will move remote slash hybrid more so. And some interesting insights around this, right? About 41% of organizations across the globe are offering remote first opportunities. Australia and US top the chart. And this number pre-COVID was about hovering in at 10-15%. So a jump of 20% in the 2 years talks a lot about the remote and hybrid of the work. Uh, Additionally to this, companies which are remote or hybrid, they save on overhead cost, and that overhead cost companies deploy towards employee engagement, employee learnings, which essentially increase the quotient of employee happiness per se. So if you ask me, on my personal opinion, I think future of work is going to be hybrid.
Absolutely right. So as you correctly said, there are lots of things has been changed in past and present scenarios, we can say, from in terms of employee life cycle. And in future, maybe people will look for hybrid, because previously the role was something like we can say the major and the focus was like 9 to 6 or policing kind of thing for the policies and procedures. But now people are more focusing on the productivity, more focusing on the outcome, and certainly maybe in future we will think about the hybrid.
So, Rui, one question to you from my end. How do you see talent landscape evolving in the future? And if you compare it to the past, present, and future, how do you see it evolving? What will change?
Okay, so really good. So in talent, specifically, there are so many things that are coming in the picture, but basically, I would like to focus on three very major things. One thing is the hiring, preboarding, and the onboarding. So when we are talking about the hiring, so there are lots of things that's been changed in the hiring too. Uh, previously it was something like people used to work on the traditional hiring, and there was a demand was less, so because of that switching was also limited. And after that, but during the COVID period, because of job insecurities, people, they have so many candidates, they are open in the market for the job search. Addition to that, there are some US and Europe organizations, they started offshoring business to India market, and because of that, there are so many new job openings are coming up in the India market, India job market, and it leads more demand and more job openings in the India. Uh, and other side, with looking into this both scenarios of demand and supply, uh, employers, they have also changed their strategies. The one important thing is that previously they used to focus on the long-term hiring, but nowadays they are looking for the short-term hiring, then contract hiring, then they are giving they are outsourcing things to the startups. So now we can see there are lots of new job openings are coming from the startups too, and they are starting. Previously we have seen that Career 2.0 or lateral hiring was not that much welcome, but now these are very good initiatives and people are taking these initiatives and it very we can say mostly accepted by almost all the organization. And with the looking into the of or we can say financial perspective, people are now focusing on fresher hiring too, so that they can get some kind of financial benefits from that in terms of salary and compensation point of view. And other thing is that now they are focusing on tier 2 and tier 3 cities as there is no any kind of boundaries. Would like to say something on this, Omkar?
Yeah, I think from a hiring perspective, right, specifically companies which are hybrid or remote, talent access for them has become essentially boundaryless. So talent for them is accessible across the country essentially, right? Which for them increases the talent pool. And if I think about candidates or employees, for them, better opportunities are available because they don't intend to leave their, let's say, place for X or Y or Z reasons, right? So in that sense, companies which are remote or hybrid, they have a very wider access to talent pool across the geographies essentially.
True, true, very true. So other thing is, as I share, after hiring, pre-boarding is there. So pre-boarding previously it's just kind of formalities and the candidate connect. But nowadays it is very important phase, because this phase only is the decision maker phase when we know that this candidate will join the organization and or not. And because of that, to make them excited to join the organization, it is very important that they should know before joining what is the purpose of the organization, because nowadays compensation is not only the matter. They are looking with the compensation, what kind of benefit you're going to give them, what kind of well-beings offerings are there, then what is the social stake of the organization in the market of, in sense of CSR activities or HSC activities, then what kind of flexibility and work-life balance companies offering. These all things are coming in the picture. And even though now the manager connect, would-be manager connect is also very important, because they are talking with them, they are connecting with them, they are getting some sense about what kind of their career growth plan in this organization, what will be the, what are the technological stack, what is the work culture, what is the learning opportunity, and that will give them confidence and make them excited to join the organization. You would like to say something on this,
Yeah, on this,
Omkar?
Ruhi, I think companies have started designing the onboarding journey, the minus 90-day journey, or let's call it as, let's say, offer to joining journey, right? They have not just kept it manual now. They have kind of automated, and there are tools coming up which are AI-based tools, right? Which create an entire offer to joining journey, wherein companies engage with the candidates based on what company profiling is, how is the journey created. They create multiple engagements, multiple touch points for that matter, through which, because they're AI-enabled tools, right? Companies get insights how engaged the candidate, and if they need to do something differently before it's too late, right? So I think these tools are coming up, and in the future, we'll see a great surge in this tool, or companies kind of adapting to these tools, right? Because they're going to get insights very early on in the candidate journey, how engaged is the candidate, or if they should do certain things differently. So this is one change which we'll see, wherein right now there are only a couple of tools, let's say, which are kind of doing this, but we'll see a surge in this because companies are finding this as a great value prop.
Yeah, very true. Because some solutions are providing them experience as well, through which they will feel like they are the part of the organization and can make them excited to join the organization. Now, the third point is onboarding. So onboarding is always very structured format, and always people are focusing on this. But nowadays, the main important thing, or we can say the main challenge, is the remote onboarding. And some organization, they already have some policies and processes for how to go for the remote onboarding. But in COVID era, there are some organization where this was the first time, and it was really challenge for them. And during that time, it was very struggle phase for the new joiners who join in such organizations, because it was the first experience for them too. And at that time, there was again manager connect and their buddies, and these all kind of connect are very important. And because of that only, maybe all leaders are now agree on that at least onboarding should be hybrid mode, so that they can get more connect, more collaboration with their team and their managers, so that they can be productive early and they will feel connect with the organization. Do you would like to say
Got
something
it.
on this?
Yeah, I think on the closure part, right? The way I would like to kind of put it, companies which are fully remote will stay that way. Companies which are hybrid in nature may look at moving to, let's say, a remote setup. And companies today which operate in completely in physical setup, right? They may see moving to a hybrid kind of a model in the years to come. So all in all, I think to close on past versus present versus future, I see things moving to a hybrid work setup in all formats, if not completely remote. I think hybrid is going to be the future of workplace, because that will also increase the happiness quotient in employees, because they don't have to keep on running between, let's say, travel, office, etc. They also have time on their hand to cater to their personal aspects, right? So I think hybrid is going to be the future of work.
I'm completely agree with you on this, that a hybrid will be the future of the work if we are considering all the pros and cons of the remote and full-time office workplace model. And whatever we have discussed now, so in that also most probably hybrid will be the future solution.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think thanks, BW team and Happy Plus again once again for having us here.
Thank you.